Hello, Miss Sally. I'm wondering, oh, my webcam isn't going to work. Okay. All righty. Okay. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Ali Santano, and I need to go live really quickly and share this with our most recent party girls that we just had. So give me just a moment while I do that. Okay, that was called the 6-6. There we go. Go live in there. I'm going to make sure that we get live in there before I really start. Okay. Let's see. Are we live in there? Okay. We are. Okay. And is the video working? I want to make sure it is. I think it is. Let me press play and see if it is. Oh, I can hear myself. Yes, it's working. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for your patience on that. Welcome. My name is Ali Santano. I am very excited to be here and be sharing. Wait, hold on. No, I need this on speaker view. Okay. Be sharing about a little bit about Park Lane and a little bit about how we run our businesses. If you're joining us, maybe you were invited by your stylist. Let me move my camera back a little bit. Maybe you were invited by a friend who does this. Maybe you just attended a party. But maybe you were gifted a piece of jewelry and you're like, this stuff is cute, and you ended up on the website. However you ended up here learning about Park Lane, we're very grateful to have you here, and I'm very excited to share. My necklace is hiding. I'm excited that you're here and you want to learn a little bit more about Park Lane and what Park Lane offers their stylists. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Ali Santano, and I'm a company VP with Park Lane, and I am in the Dallas area, a little suburb actually called Rockwall Heath, if you're familiar. Please tell me where you are from. I would actually love, if you're watching live on Facebook in our party group that we had last night, please share where you are joining from, because we would love to know. We know you're all over the country. But I am in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, a little suburb, and I have been working in jewelry like this, in direct sales and the network marketing with jewelry for 13 years, but I've been with Park Lane for 3. 10 years ago, I decided to do this for fun while I was pregnant, and then thought it would just be something fun and light and fun while I was on maternity leave. And then I actually saw how people started to actually make this a business. And I saw how it could be a business that I could have and allow me to actually stay home and be a work from home mom. And so 10 years later, in those 10 years, I built a beautiful, beautiful jewelry business with an amazing team. And I found that sharing the jewelry with people was amazing. That was like a wonderful thing. And then it became really gratifying to actually share this business with others, okay, and what it could actually do for them. It's like helping your children accomplish something. It's like amazing feeling. And then it became about helping them help others accomplish. And so we built this amazing team, and loved that business, was not looking for anything, was not looking to make a change, but an opportunity came up 3 years ago when I learned about Park Lane. I was in a place in my business where I was, things were actually, I thought it was me, and business had not been quite as strong as it had been in the years prior. And I honestly thought it was me. I thought, well, okay, maybe I'm just tired of this industry. Maybe I'm just tired of doing this. And maybe I've kind of been there, done that. And honestly, whenever I heard about Park Lane, reluctantly heard about Park Lane, but I was like, okay, smart business person, actually, when someone's recruited, when someone calls you and says, hey, I'd love to share my company with you, a smart business person listens, okay? And so I listened and I realized, wow, it's actually the programs that Park Lane has. And so that is a little bit about what I'm going to be sharing tonight, but I'm going to share. So anyway, that was 3 years ago. Now that I've been in this with Park Lane for 3 years, we have done basically most in person. And in the last year, we've transitioned our business to completely online. However, there are lots of stylists that are going and starting to do their vendor events again. They're starting to do their pop-ups in their neighbors, kitchens on their island with a glass of wine in hand. I actually have a glass of rosé. I grabbed this really quickly before I joined you guys. Haven't even taken a sip of it yet. But primarily, we do most of this online from our own homes. I have my dog right here, my daughter over there watching a movie, and as soon as I'm done here, I get to go have dinner with my family, and that's what it's like. So let me share, this is what I'm going to be sharing a little bit about tonight. I'm going to share why direct sales, why I personally love direct sales. And I do have my notes here. So if you see me looking down, it's because I don't want to leave anything out and I don't want to ramble in one area because your time is very valuable to me and to us. So why direct sales, why we love jewelry and what's smart about jewelry. Actually, I'm going to plug in my computer. I see that percentage going down as I speak to you. Why Park Lane? Okay. Why now is a great time to try this business out? Okay. Not only from a time of year, but also from a perspective of Park Lane's age. Okay. And just the economy and in an environment like in general. Okay. And then really, can you do this? That's really what people know. Like, okay, I want to do it, but do you think I can do it? Okay. So those are the main questions that we're going to answer. Okay. So direct sales, so why have I fallen in love with direct sales? Well, here's the deal. Whenever I started this business years ago, I was pregnant with my first and only, and I went on maternity leave, and I kind of got my guiltless girls night out whenever I was going out, maybe 3 times a month to go do a party, get some girl time. Guiltless because I came home earning a few $100s from those parties. And when I learned that this could actually be a significant income while working from home, and I could be the mom I wanted to be, and I could be earning the income I wanted to earn, it's that flexibility that just does not exist anywhere else. I was my own boss. I set my own goals. I got to decide whenever I wanted to celebrate something. Nobody set my quotas or my goals for me. There were a lot of incentives out there. That's what the flexibility meant to me. I remember when my daughter was 18 months old, she got sick for the first time, like the vomiting type sick, like that kind of fun sick where they literally are just on you all day long. And I remember thinking how incredibly grateful I was that I didn't have to take a sick day. Okay. So that was my own personal story. How is the flexibility? That's just a very small percentage of our stylists though, that actually do this as a primary income. Most of our stylists, like 80 to 90% of them, do this on the side of a part-time or full-time job. And why is that flexibility really powerful to them? Well, because they can set their own hours and they're doing it from home. So they can come home at the end of the day and they can do it on a Thursday night if they want to. They can do it on Saturday morning real quick do their party before they run off to the soccer games. They can, and it's additional income that they can bring in. Also, a lot of stylists love how flexible, or they also love the recognition that they get, because you have to work really hard to get recognized at your full-time job or your mom job, right? And they're constantly getting recognized and they're getting that pat on the back through the direct sales business, okay? The camaraderie and just the friendships, it's like sometimes people join for the friendships, but I find it is such an afterthought, and they never imagined the friends that they would gain through their direct sales business. And in the last year with the pandemic, okay, the incredible momentum that has been built in our business. Okay, what happens in a down economy? I actually started this in 2008. Okay, and the thing is that people may be spending, they may be going on less vacations, they may be staying in their homes, they might not be spending the type of big money that they would have been spending if they were at an all-time high in the economy. But people love to gather and they love to still treat themselves with little things that make it fun, that make life fun. And that is really where, that's kind of one of the why jewelry things, but that's where the direct sales space, it really does thrive in. So over the year, we've had 500% growth in our team and in the company. And so that's the incredible income potential and the incredible momentum that we have built right now is another reason why direct sales is incredible. Okay, let's see. I talked about online. Okay, why do I love jewelry? So jewelry, and I'd love if you guys are watching on Zoom, okay, then type your comment or type your questions in the Zoom, please. And if you're watching online on Facebook Live, then type your comments in the chat and I will actually go and answer them afterwards. And I forgot my giveaway. Okay, so you guys, I am tonight giving away an impression. I'm sorry to turn my back to you guys. We are giving away an impression bracelet. So one lucky caller inner, okay, or listener on Facebook Live will actually get this gorgeous, I don't know which one this was, but it was gorgeous. This impression bracelet retailed at $182, okay? So I'll tell you at the end how you can get it, all right? So you gotta listen in. Okay, so why jewelry? It's simple, it fits, there's no education wrapped around it. Yes, somebody might ask, you know, what metals is it made of, but it's not like we're constantly having to educate. I mean, it's either cute or it's not. You like it or it doesn't, right? Our return rate is like 1% or less than 1% because there's just not a lot of education. You like it, you don't. It's the #1 giftable item out there. Like 47% of women say they prefer jewelry as a gift, okay? Like I said on our team, because of these things, we've experienced 500% growth, okay? And it's a minimal investment online. Like that's the thing. When people are shopping, especially when they're shopping the Park Lane sale, which I'll tell you about, it's very little investment online, okay? Especially because you have an online business, right? So if you were to be going in person, you would feel like you needed a much bigger table worth of jewelry. But when you're online, you don't need all of that. So it's an incredible product to sell online, okay? But when you do go in person, jewelry's portable. I actually just took jewelry over to my sister's house last night for our big mega party that we had. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's just lit. I've forgotten what it's like to do this, but it just fit in this bag. And I just watched, got in the car. So it's incredibly portable. I've actually taken jewelry when I've traveled to visit friends, and we've done parties at her house with her friends in other states, ended up starting teams in other states that way. So it's incredibly portable. It's the #1 complimented item that someone in an outfit is jewelry. So think about it from a business perspective. You rep a line of jewelry. Someone compliments you on your jewelry. Your response can be, oh, thank you. This is actually one of my best sellers. You don't have to go into any education behind it. People love complimenting each other. So it comes up, like wearing your product is a huge plus whenever you are deciding to rep a line. Okay, I think that's everything about why jewelry, but honestly, it's simple. It makes people happy and people feel happy. Okay. So why Park Lane? This is really the part that I want to really focus on tonight. And I don't think I 100% understood the power of programs or what that really meant literally in my last 10 years of my business prior to coming to Park Lane. The programs, but the programs are really everything. All right, so I want to tell you about the programs. The Park Lane programs they have for stylists are incredible. And you guys, many of y'all have shopped the sale, you've maybe hosted, but I'm going to go over those just to show how powerful it is and how synchronistically, is that a word? They work together, okay? So the Park Lane customer sale. When you shop 2 pieces, then you unlock half price on higher price items. Okay, so we call that the 2 and 4 sale. The 2, excuse me, the 2 that you pay full price for are going to be your lower priced items. Okay, so your 2 $20 to $30 items are going to be your full price items, and you get your $50 and $60 and $70 and $80 items on half price. Okay, that is an all the time sale. Your customers always know they can pick what's on sale when they come to you. Where can you do that? Nowhere. I would love stores that let me walk in and say, I want that and I want it for 50% off. Okay, so second thing, there's also other bonuses. Right now, we have this incredible sale that when you shop $60, which this actually ends on Wednesday, when you shop $60, you get a bonus item. That's any item in the collection for $25. And then you can go back and add a free $100 item. Okay, so I'm so sorry, excuse me. So Basically what that means is that your customers love to shop with you. And when your friends host, when your hostesses invite their friends, they're like, oh, wow, this is an incredible value. When I started and I went to my first few parties, my average order went up by 50%. Remember, I had been doing this for 10 years. Okay. And my average order honestly was around $100. It went up 50%. Okay. All of a sudden it became $150 was my average order. That's because women want value, and the incredible value and price point that you're offering is amazing. Okay. That's customer program. That's customer sale. All right. The hostess program, when our hostess, so this business does not exist without hostesses. Okay. Don't ever let anybody tell you that the party is dead. Okay. Nobody wants to party because the industry does not exist without hostesses. Hostesses are the ones that connect me with my next clients, with my next hostesses, with my next potential stylist. The hostess is everything. So when you're looking at a company, you need to look at the host rewards program, because if it's really generous, then it will be easy to book parties, and ladies will want to party with you repeat because of how generous it is. So with Park Lane, basically it's per order, it's $20 per order. But when you get to 10 orders, that doubles. So with 10 shoppers, it's $400 on top of half price items, on top of more discounted pieces. And they actually get bonuses whenever their friends book too. So if you go to your friend's party and then you meet two ladies there that want to do a party, your friend can actually go shop more rewards at their party. So they're always very, very generous with hostesses because we want you to know how appreciative we are of you. Okay, so that's the host plan. All right. There's also other specials they throw on every now and then. Okay, but let's see. I didn't even talk about this other stuff, but yeah. Okay, so that's the host plan. All right, but here's what's really cool. I'm going to backtrack because I actually skipped something. Okay, so that's why it's okay, because this doesn't have to be perfect, but I did skip something that I wanted to share. What's interesting about, so I was with a previous company, I was with another company, and I sold jewelry. All right. Then they they wanted to diversify. And a lot of companies do this. They want to diversify. So they start adding in other product lines, thinking that they can get more percentage of, if someone's going to come and spend $100, okay, they're thinking maybe if we offer another product line, we'll get $125 out of that woman, okay, out of that particular client's budget. So they start adding in other product lines. Like I said, clothing for me, it was bags. Maybe for you, they have, I don't know, one thing and they add something completely different. Well, really what that does is it makes it more complicated for you. You have more stuff, and then you have more types of products that you actually have to manage. Okay, so Park Lane does not do that. They do jewelry, they stick to jewelry, and they do it well. There's a lot of fashion brands out there that have actually tried to become lifestyle brands, and then it goes downhill because it's just too much. They didn't stick with the thing that they did very well. So that's what Park Lane does, okay? And the way that they diversify and continue growing their market is by the style of jewelry, okay? So trendy, bold, classic pieces. If you like the classic, there's tons of classic pieces that you're going to love. For example, my Hudson bracelet and my jewel bracelet, these are absolutely considered my classic pieces. This Marina bracelet would probably be more of like a trendy piece, okay? So, but the bling, all right, the blingy bling. So I didn't even know that I loved bling. I didn't know that ladies love bling as much as they do. And if you love sparkle, Park Lane has sparkle, okay? So I actually have about 10 or 15 pieces from the new collection that's coming out in July. There's everything. There are boho looks, there's uber sparkly looks, there's leather, there's natural beads, there's metals. I'm looking, there's stuff, you know, there's color, like, so that is how they diversify. And that's what's something that's really unique about Park Lane. Okay. So that's what's really different about us. But let's go back to the programs. And so the other thing that really sets their Park Lane apart is the stylist programs. You guys, the incentives that Park Lane has out there are incredible. Okay, so let me just start. So first of all, they're one of the highest paid in the industry. I turned this off. Okay. That's my husband. He's going to say, you never answer my calls. Why did that ring? It's on silent. Okay. Maybe because it's him. I don't know. Maybe I have it set up that way. Okay. Sorry. So, we earn the highest. So Park Lane has one of the highest compensation plans. We earn between 30 and 50%. Everybody comes in if you come in as a fashion director, then you're going to be coming in earning 30%. I'll tell you how you can come in higher than a fashion director in just a moment. All right. But you come in earning 30%. You can actually get a forever pay raise to 35% just bringing a friend along. Okay. And so that's actually how we build our personal commissions up. You build your business, the more times you promote, then you start going to 35, then you go to 40%, then you go to 45, then you go to 50%. So personal commissions, we earn between 30 and 50%. All right. So, and then we also earn tons of free jewelry. One of the problems that the industry has, and it was a problem in my previous company, is that there were free jewelry programs. There was a massive free jewelry program. And if you've done anything like this before, then you'll probably remember from your company that there is a really big, what they call like a jumpstart program, say maybe the first 30 days, the first 60 days. But why would someone outside of 60 days not want a lot of free product? Okay. Like I would say the longer you're doing it, the more free product that you want, because you're going to be having so many more marketing ways to actually use it. So Park Lane has what we call a rich rewards program where we can literally earn up to $1,000 or maybe even $1,100 monthly in free product. Never goes away. It's not just for new people, not just for old people, not just for people who have been around a long time, not just for, people who are trying to promote. It's literally for everybody. Okay. And the first level is actually $250 in credits that you can get. So most ladies, even if they do 1 to 2 parties a month, they just go for that first level because they're like, why would I not want $250 in free a month? So Rich Rewards program, it keeps your commissions in your pocket. That's what's so valuable about it. Okay. So they also have a car program. All right. So what's really unique about the Mercedes car program is it's a bonus program with Park Lane. And the really special thing is it's not just for the top tier, the highest ranking stylists and leaders in the company. You can earn actually the car bonus at the first level of leadership with Park Lane. And it's very doable. And we have ladies that do that. Okay. But here is how it works. It's a car bonus. If you want to go get a white Mercedes, you can get a $700 monthly bonus. If you'd like to just keep your car, that's what I did because we just got in a car the year before. And so I opt in for a $500 bonus from Park Lane for the Mercedes car program. So it's an amazing program, but the really thing you need to really remember is that it is available to those at the first level of leadership. We had a leader come in, a stylist come in March, and she earned the Mercedes car bonus program in April. Literally. I think it was the fastest we had ever had on our particular team. So, and that was at the first level of leadership. All right. So Park Lane also takes 2 trips a year, 2 international trips a year. I love travel. And I mean, if it's free, I'll go anywhere. But if it's like Switzerland and Greece and Rome and a cruise and Bermuda and what are the other places? St. Martin and Hawaii. I mean, if it's those places, like count me in twice. All right. So, and their trips are very attainable. Now, I'm not going to go through how to earn them, but coming from someone who had been in the industry for 10 years, we have women who have been with other companies, have never earned trips before, just because they did this on the side of a full-time job and they just couldn't put in as much. Okay. That's done strategically. The company wants to reward those that are working full-time. All right. So they are coming and they are earning the trips at Park Lane. And so we just finished up a Key West earning period. Actually, it's only domestic because of the pandemic and the COVID restrictions between countries. And so we earned 2 international trips this last year. One was to Ireland and one was to Bermuda. Yes, I was very excited about taking those trips. The reality of the COVID restrictions actually lining up, there's so many question marks out in the air right now with that we just literally got an email this last week saying, if you earn the trips, you're actually going to get you're going to get the cash given to you this next week. So take your families on a trip this summer. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, we're literally booking another vacation this summer because of that. So you can either take the trip or you can take the cash option. Okay. So the 2 trips a year, let's see. Okay. So we're going a little over on time than I wanted to. Oh, so this is the thing I wanted to share about. So this is something that Park Lane has that literally no other company has, and it's called a direct appoint program. If you have leadership experience, okay, if you have had another business and you had a team, I want your ears to perk up, okay, you could qualify to actually start with Park Lane at a higher level of leadership than entry level and earn those commissions. Remember how I told you that as you promote up, your personal commissions go up. Well, you could come in as a leader level, but it's an interview process depending on what that looks like. So what I started with Park Lane, I had an incredible team, a large team at my previous company. I was offered the position of company VP because that was comparable to what I had actually accomplished at my previous company. So I'm earning, as I built, I was earning the 45 to 50% commission on my personal sales, and then the commissions as I grew my team. Okay. So, but that is at all levels of leadership. So if you have that and you're intrigued by that, let your stylist know that. We have had people start before. They're like, I didn't know about this program, so I didn't even tell you that I had a team. So let your stylist know that so that you can get information on it. It's a little different of a process to get information on. But you never go backwards at Park Lane. You promote up. And if you've been in this industry and you've promoted, you probably have maybe demoted too, because that is a very common thing built in compensation plans at other companies. Park Lane does not do that. Okay. You just don't. You just never demote. You never lose your career rank. There's no career rank versus pay rank. You're always paid at that rank. You've earned that. Okay. So if from now until the end of time, you will never demote. The only time your career rank will change is if you promote another level. So it is an amazing program. And that little detail right there is literally what releases the stress for a lot of women that are trying to build, and then life happens, and then they're like, oh no, but now my business just shrunk and I'm earning less because I had a baby, or there were death in the family, or we had to move suddenly, or whatever happened. Okay. So I want you to know that you never go backwards. All right. So let's see. We have an incredible 50% give back fundraising program, and we have stylists that also do this exclusively for fundraising purposes. So if that rings a bell for you, ask your stylist about that too. Okay, so the last thing that I'll share, and many of you that are in this mega party that are listening, you'll know that we do these big team parties twice a month. And so many stylists, actually, that is how they do their parties. They don't necessarily do their live, they do the parties. They invite their hostesses to the parties, and we do the live for the whole team. So just note that's another option too. Okay, so why now is a good time? So right now, our online platform is exploding. Like I said, year over year, we have had 500% growth. Okay. And with Park Lane being a 65-year-old company, it's a very, very unique position. So you hear I've heard things like ground floor company, startup company, ground floor, ground floor, ground floor. Here's the deal. Ground floor and startup means no experience, not sure if it's going to work out. I'm sorry, I'm just calling it like it is. With Park Lane, I cannot tell you the security that I feel knowing that this company has been around for 65 years. It's funny. We will hear sometimes, oh, this company is doing this. They're like, oh yeah, we did that back in 1987. This is actually how it played out. We won't do that again. Okay. Or there's a pandemic. They're like, okay, well, we know exactly what we need to do. We've never been through a pandemic, but we've been through war. We've been through this. We've been through that. We've been through a lot of things because the company was founded in 1955. It is kind of like a ground. If you have never heard of it and your people around you have never heard of it, which is how it was whenever I joined, I actually had heard of it, but I didn't think the company was around anymore. And that was literally because of word of mouth. And it was like a ground floor opportunity to introduce something to my network of people that had never heard of it before, with a company that knows what they're doing, and they have not changed their compensation plan in like 25 years. Okay. So it's like a ground floor opportunity with a very established company. Okay. So what does it cost to join? It's $99. We have a quick start kit and it's $99. With that, your website is free for the first year and you get $500 in free jewelry to start your collection of your choice, okay? Now that special ends on Wednesday of this week, on June 9th, all right? So if you're thinking about it, you don't want to miss out on that special. Have no idea if it's going to be extended, no clue. They have extended in the past, but I have no idea because this special wasn't even around up until the last several months. Okay, so the next the next standard kit, that's called the Quick Start Kit. Then there's a standard kit. It's $229, includes your website for free for 1 year, and then you get $1,000 in jewelry of your choice. And then there's a third kit, okay, and that's $639. You get $2,500 of jewelry of your choice, and of course the website is free for 1 year. So those are the options that you have, and I would say probably most go with the $99 or the $229 package, okay? But if you're like, I'm all in, I want all the jewelry, and I want a lot, obviously the more that you have, the more that you show, and the more that you show, the more you sell. But remember, you're gonna earn a ton of free jewelry with that Rich Rewards program. So can you do this? That you might be thinking, okay, all this is great, but I'm a single mom, I have a full-time job, I have 3 kids, we're traveling all summer, I just lost my job. We have an income loss in the house. I'm going through illness, you know, all of the life things, right? We are here to help you 100%. What I will say, and it's easy to say this like when I don't know who I'm talking to, because I don't have someone in front. What I have learned time and time again, the reason why you believe that it's maybe not the right time for you is the reason why it is. This business will be a total light in your life. It will be the positive outlet. That is literally what everybody said last year. Whenever they started, they were like, I don't know what I would have done this year without this business. This is literally the most positive thing that was happening in my life. Everything was negative and everything was fear and scarcity and, oh no, what are we going to do? And this was my little bubble of sparkle that like kept me sane. Okay. So there's a lot of reasons why we can be, anxious about things. This can be your bubble of happiness, but we also are the fastest growing team. We have training programs in place. We will help you get started. And so the systems that we have in place do work. So I don't want you to feel like you're going to get started and then be thrown to the wolves and no one's going to help you, because that's just not how we do things. Do you know, I want you to think, okay, do you know 2 to 3 people? That's it. Do you know 2 to 3 people that would be like, yeah, I'll help you get started? And literally you're one of the 2 to 3, okay? Because you're gonna actually host your first party. Everybody hosts your first party. If you're kind of on the fence and you're like, I'm not sure, then you need to do a party with your stylist. And that was what we call a decider show. And if you decide, yes, this is for me, boom, you have your party right there, okay? There's really never been a more perfect time. And what I do want to encourage you on is this just last thing. Do not let fear stand in your way of trying something that could literally be the best decision you could ever make. This is such a low risk thing with a $99 investment. Worst case, you will get that $99 back. Okay. Most ladies actually are 100% profitable in their first party. Okay. I would go on a limb to say, I don't know, I can't even make up a percentage, but I'm afraid to say 100% because I'm sure it's happened before. But most ladies are getting that back and probably making $100 or $200 on their first party. All right. But worst case scenario, if you go try 2 to 3 parties and you decide, I love that. Now you know you have a lot of cute jewelry to wear. So that is basically what I want to leave you with. Do not let fear of the unknown keep you from trying something. Okay, so do we have any questions in the chat? Okay. Anybody that's on the Zoom, do you have any questions that of the ladies that are here on the Zoom with me? I see we have Sweet Danny, there's Alicia, Susan, and Sally. And I'm sure there are ladies watching online that I'm not even looking at those questions. Okay, any questions? Okay, all right. I guess I covered it all. So you're wanting to know how you're going to earn this bracelet, right? Okay, so here is how one lucky lady is going to get this bracelet. I want you to text me, all right? And I would say Facebook message me, but if you're on the Zoom, you have no idea who I am on Facebook, and it might not even get to me because we're probably not Facebook friends. So I want you to text me, okay? My number is 832-588-4259. I want you to text me your name. I want you to tell me who invited you, who your stylist is, and then I would love for you to tell me what kind of jewelry that you wear. Okay, so just tell me. I don't know if it's silver, great. If it's real, then great. Thank you, Sally, for putting that in there. If you need something for a wedding next week, great. But I would love to know what kind of jewelry that you wear. What is your favorite kind of jewelry? Or if it's Park Lane, tell me your favorite Park Lane piece. That is what I would love to know. Those that text me tonight, Monday night, that's it, are going to be entered, and one lucky lady is going to get this impression bracelet. All righty. Okay, if we don't have any questions, then I will just let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're honored that you wanted to check us out. We really consider it our job to share, to invite ladies, invite people to check out Park Lane. We share what Park Lane does for their stylists. We're here to answer questions. And then you decide if it's something that you'd like to try. Okay. We'd love to see you, and we'd love to help you get started here in the next week. All right. Thank you guys. Bye.